Good morning, children. In this session, we will study more about how was the people's response towards the reforms. What were the reforms Britishers were planning to make in India? How the people responded. As we know that the Britishers believed that the Indian society had to be reformed. Some changes had to be made or reformation had to be made in the Indian society. Laws were also passed to stop the practice of sati. We know that in India we practiced sati after the death of a husband. The woman has to jump into the fire and die. Okay, so this law, Britishers enacted some laws to stop sati and also to encourage the marriages of widows. Widows were not allowed to marry here. So these measures they had made, and English language was made compulsory for many of the regions, and it was also promoted. After 1830, the company also allowed the Christian missionaries to enter India and function very freely, and even they can own land and property also here. They can purchase land and they set up their institutions, etc. Also, a new law was passed to make a conversion to Christianity easier, and many people were allowed to convert into Christianity also. So this was law allowed an Indian who had converted to Christianity to inherit the property of his ancestors. People, those who had converted into Christianity only will be permitted to inherit the property of their parents or ancestors. Many Indians began to feel that the British were destroying their religion, so that their social customs and their traditional way of life. When people of India, we know mostly Muslims and Hindus, they felt that their religions are and social customs and practices are going to be destroyed by the Britishers. So there were also some people, some Indians who were wanted to change the existing social practices, so that they also supported the Britishers, like Rajaram Mohan Roy and such kind of reformers. They wanted to end the practice of sati, stop the child marriages, also wanted to encourage the widow remarriages. So these were the people who also supported the Britishers for the reforms. But how the people were thinking? Also, some people, we know that here some of the examples, some of the books written or the memories or writings during that period shows that how was the attitude of people, how was the mentality of people, how the people responded towards the Britishers of their reforms. One example we can say that there are some excerpts from the book of Majha Pravasa written by Vishnu Bhat Godse. He was a Brahmin and from a village in Maharashtra. So he and his uncle had set out to attempt a yagna being organized in Mathura. Once they were planning, and here Vishnu Bhat Godse and his uncle, they were Brahmins, they were planning to go to Mathura to attend a yagna. Okay, so Vishnu Bhat writes that they met some sepoys, soldiers on the way, who told them that they should not proceed on the journey because a massive upheaval was going to break out in 3 days. The sepoys said that you should not go forward because in 3 days there is a revolution and a great fight is going to occur in our country, so that it's not safe for you to move further, you have to return back. The sepoys of the soldiers said that the English were determined to wipe out the religions of Hindus and Muslims. They had made a list of 84 rules and announced in a gathering of big kings and princes in Calcutta. What the sepoys said, they said to these people, the Vishnu Bhat and his uncle, that the British is planning, the English members are planning to wipe out the Indian religions, Hinduism and Islam from our country, so that they made 84 rules for that. These rules were announced in a gathering where in Calcutta, where the kings, big kings and princes gathered there. So they said that these kings refused to accept these rules and warned the English the dire consequences and massive upheaval if these are implemented. Also, the kings and princes warned the Britishers that if you are implementing these rules, there will be a massive strike or revolution against you. so that all the big people began making plans, and the kings and other people also began to make plans. A date was fixed for the war of religion, and the secret plan had been circulated from the cantonment in Meerut by letters sent to different cantonments. So these are the in Meerut cantonment, that is in UP, from one cantonment to other cantonment, letters were passed, that because they already planned, the Indian people planned that secret associations they created, and there was also a revolution they were planning, okay, how to strike against the Britishers or revolt against the Britishers. There was also another account of some other person whose writing we can find out these in the memoirs of Subedar Sitaram Pandey. Sitaram Pandey was also recruited in a British army or English army in 1812 as a sepoy or the soldier in the Bengal native army. He served Englishmen for 48 years and retired in 1860. He helped the British also to suppress the rebellion. We know that during that period when rebellions or people revolted against the Britishers, Sitaram Pandey, being an Indian but he was recruited as a sepoy in the English army, he supported the Englishes to suppress the rebellion here. He also writes here that during his own son was also a rebel against the Britishers, but Britishers captured his son and in front of his eyes he was killed. So on retirement also he was pursued to write a book about his memories. So his commanding officer Norgate told him to write his memories. So after he completed writing this book about his experience in the army in 1861 in Awadhi language, it was then Norgate translated it into English and had it here some of its points or writings. We can say it's my humble opinion that this seizing of Awadh was captured by the Britishers and filled the minds of the sepoys with a distress and led them to plot against the government. So that people, when Awadh also was resisting, and the sepoys also felt that it is a distrust towards the Britishers. That means they also did not believe the Britishers. Agents of Nawab, we know that Awadh was ruled by the Nawab. Agents of Nawab of Awadh and also the king of Delhi were sent to all India to discover the temper of the army, so that they worked upon the feeling of sepoys, telling them how treacherously the foreigners had behaved towards their king. So the king and of Delhi and the sepoys also, they were spreading this news that very humiliating treaty or the Britishers made towards the king. So they invented the 10,000 lies and promises to persuade the soldiers to mutiny and turn against their masters, the English. So with the object of restoring the emperor of Delhi to the throne. So they maintained that this was wholly within the army's powers if the soldiers would only act together and do as they were advised. So here also Sitaram Pandey mentions that many of the lies here the soldiers also made or published towards the people or manipulated towards the people, so that all will turn against the Britishers. Also we can see here another source of writings during that period. It is chanced that about this time the Sarkar sent parties of men from each regiment to different garrisons of instructions in the use of new rifle. That was another important, the introduction of a new rifle. So these men performed in the new drill for some time until a report about some means or the other that the cartridges used for these new rifles were greased with the fat of cows and pigs. We know that when the new rifle was introduced in the army so that what was the specialty of this new rifle? The cartridges introduced or inserted in this rifle was greased with some sort of fat. This fat was obtained from the cows and pigs. We know that the men from one regiment wrote on the others about the telling about this, and there was soon excitement in the every regiment. Some men pointed that in 40 years service nothing had ever been done by the Sarkars to insult their religion. So here also it gives that we know the most of the sepoys in the English army from Indian sepoys were Muslims and Hindus. So if the grease is made with cows and pigs fat, it will be hurting the religious sentiments of the Indian soldiers. As we know that a cow is a sacred animal for Hindus and pig is a hatred for the Muslims. So that here also the sepoys turned against the Britishers for the introduction of the new rifles also. So here we can find that, but I have already mentioned that sepoys' minds had been inflamed by the seizure of Awadh. When the Awadh was captured, also from the Nawab, the sepoys were turned against the Britishers, and also by the introduction of the new rifle, that was also one reason for the soldiers turning against the Britishers. So here the Colonel Sahib was of the opinion that the excitement which even he could not fail to see would pass off if he had done before, and recommended me to go to my home. So Sushil Sitaram Pandey writes here that even the interested parties were quick to point out that the great aim of the English was to turn us all into Christians. That means all the Muslims and Hindus to be converted into Christians. So that's all for today, and tomorrow we'll study about how a mutiny or become a popular rebellion, people revolts here, or especially the sepoys of when the Awadh was captured, sepoys were turned against, and the introduction of new rifle also made the sepoys to turn against the Britishers. So here sepoys are now revolting against the Britishers, that we will study in the next class.